So I've had this iPad for 3 months now. Is it any good? Should you buy one? Let's find out. So for the purposes of the user, we'll break this iPad video down into 5 areas that customers really care about. The first is design. This iPad is slightly smaller when compared to my previous 11-inch iPad Pro from 2018. However, the build quality is the same, made from durable anodized aluminium for the best build quality possible. I know the iPhone 15 titanium is slightly lighter, but I've owned aluminium iPads for many years. So for me, the quality and lightness is what I would expect from an iPad. Apple may consider releasing a titanium iPad in a few years to come, but the difference in weight between the two is minuscule at best. The second is battery life. I can use this iPad for roughly 10 hours non-stop. I often don't turn it off. I leave it on its stand all day with the cover on, which puts it automatically to sleep. I come back a few hours later and it's still the same percentage as it was, minus only a few percentage as tasks are still running in the background. My previous iPad Pro would have near enough the same battery life. Having used it for roughly 4 years, I began to notice a slight decrease in battery life, which is normal. Batteries do deplete over time. The same goes for my iPhone. The third is software. The iPadOS software is fantastic. When I bought this iPad 3 months ago, I could effortlessly move all of my stuff from one iPad to another via iCloud backup. It's great for when I come home from work and I just want to spend half an hour browsing the web, checking my emails and using social media. In my experience, the iPad software has never been bothersome, cumbersome or frustrating. It just does what you want it to do, and at the end of the day, that's why you buy an iPad in the first place. Lastly, the display and connectivity. It has a 10.9-inch liquid retina display with 264 pixels per inch. It exceeds 4K in terms of its pixel density. The quality is fantastic. It has fantastic color accuracy, and with 500 nits, it is bright. It also comes with Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.2 built in. As a footnote, the 12 megapixel front and rear cameras are basically on par with my iPhone 13. I know my iPhone has better aperture and zoom levels, but for an iPad, it is fantastic for taking great quality photos and videos anywhere. The only downsides to this iPad is the lack of second generation Apple Pencil support. It does support the first generation, which, as I can remember, I didn't like very much, as it would require charging via the Lightning port. But in the last few years, Apple has since switched to USB-C, making the charging process even more complicated. It does, however, support the recent USB-C version of Apple Pencil. But given the ridiculous cost, I would rather buy a third-party stylus or pen, bar the features. Secondly, which is unfortunate, it does not support the Apple Magic Mouse, like my prior iPad. It's not a must-have feature, but I did enjoy the option to connect and use the mouse with my iPad. It does, however, support the original keyboard folio, as it includes the smart connector. I too possess one with my iPad Pro, but having already sold alongside my iPad Pro, a simple case with a sleep-to-wake cover will do for me. Now, you might be wondering, would I recommend buying this iPad? Well, it depends on a variety of personal preferences. If you're wanting to use Final Cut Pro, it might not be powerful enough. This iPad has the base configuration with the A14 Bionic chip, the same chip used in the iPhone 12 lineup from 4 years ago. I personally have only ever used iPads to quickly access the apps I need, check my email accounts and browse the web. So do not quote me on that. If you're looking for a simple and affordable iPad with a modern all screen design, Touch ID via the power button for the most basic of tasks, then this iPad will stand you in good stead. For me, iPads typically last me a good few years before needing to upgrade. The Touch ID sensor built into the home button on this iPad is okay. 9 times out of 10 I enter my passcode to gain access, like I did on iPhone before the tech was invented. This iPad should last me another 4 to 5 years before I will notice any decline in battery and performance. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.